Hi, Andrea here. I hope you're doing well. Today, let's talk about a common mistake that we make when we decide to go on a diet, trying or wanting to lose weight as fast as possible. We find ourselves with a lot of extra weight and we want to get rid of it as fast as possible. The reality is that weight loss, fat loss, is slow. It's a slow process. It's not as fast as we would like. And the fact that we put all that focus on fast fat loss, or weight loss actually, might get us into trouble. So let's discuss about that. First of all, let's try to make some rough calculations based on calories. A pound of fat is roughly 3,500 calories. Suppose you go on a low-calorie diet and you have a deficit of 350 calories per day. Then it will take you 10 days, if everything works in this calorie balance world, to burn a pound of fat. In 30 days, you will burn a pound and a half. And that in the face of us wanting to lose that kind of amount of fat or weight per week. That is not possible. If you are achieving those results, know that that weight is water weight, and in some cases also muscle loss weight. It's not pure fat loss. So you have to accept the fact that fat loss is a slow process. You need to be patient. You should actually not even focus on that. You should focus on long term. You should focus on acquiring the right habits that will enable you to manage your fat and weight in the long term. And let go of some of those habits that you have acquired in decades, many years, that actually go in the opposite direction and get in the way. So let's talk about some possible issues that might arise in this mentality of fast fat loss, fast weight loss. Imagine that you go on a diet, the classic diet. So you wake up one morning and you say, oh my God, I have to go on a diet. It's usually Monday, because you never start a diet another day. So Monday, I will start a diet. So you wait for Monday. Monday, you start your diet. And what do? From one day to the other, you just start restricting your calories. And so you start calculating the calories and eating the foods that give you that amount of calories. If you are overweight, if you have a gut, it means that your insulin is high. Probably you are a little bit insulin resistant, if not a lot. So your body is not ready, is not in the metabolic conditions to access your fat. So whatever you do will put your body in a state of stress. You will be hungry because you are eating less calories. You will surely have longer periods of fasting because you cannot eat, because otherwise you go over your calorie allotment. So even though you're not thinking fasting, you're actually fasting a little bit. And in those periods, you will be hungry. Your body will ask you, hey, I need sugar, I need glucose, I need some energy. Because your body is not adapted. It cannot go and get the energy from your fat. And if you resist that hunger, because you are in this mentality, oh, I cannot eat because otherwise I will go over my calories for the day, you will make it very difficult for your body to fix the insulin resistance. So you will keep that problem around for a long time. So in all your initial period of diet, you are insulin resistant, you keep injecting foods that spike insulin despite being in a caloric deficit, and your body cannot access your fat, or it will be able to access your fat in very small windows. In all the other time during the day, when you're hungry, it will not be able to use your fat. It will use your lean muscle or your lean mass. So with all that said, how then you should approach it? Well, as I have been saying in all my videos, let's try to summarize the how. You have to understand how your body works, how your metabolism works. And so you have to understand the insulin concept, the insulin resistance. You have to understand how the sugars, and let's focus on glucose and fructose. So if you remember the sugar metabolism talk, glucose and fructose have two different metabolic pathways and have different results. So you have to know those things, and then you have to understand what are the tools at your disposal to manage those things. So how do you lower your insulin? How do you lower your insulin resistance? How do you prevent fat accumulation? What are the foods that I should eat to prevent all of that? So when you understand all of those things, then you can develop a slow-paced plan that you can implement to move towards a place where you can manage your insulin, you can lower your insulin resistance, and you can finally access your fat, and you can put your body in a calorie deficit naturally without even thinking about calories. And the tools that you have at your disposal are described in my framework. So you have when you eat, fasting, so some fasting protocol. You have the what you eat, which is basically low carb, or you can flip it and say just focus on whole, natural, nutrient-dense foods. Forget about all the ultra-processed, refined carbohydrates. And then exercise. So move your body, be active, find an activity that you like. I hope this was useful. If it was useful, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. If you have friends or family members that need help with weight loss or food related questions, please share this video with them. And if you have not started yet, if you don't know where to start, if it's still confusing, if you're still skeptical and cannot bring yourself to do the first step, then please contact me. Let's have a chat. There is no obligation, and I can give you a few pointers, and maybe you can start on your own. But still, if it's very difficult and you need help, then you can hire me as a coach. Whatever you want. All right? I hope to hear from you soon.